Welcome to.
Stitch on Friday.
Oh, good, you remembered our
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
I always have trouble with that.
I almost started. Nope. That's not it. Stitch on Friday.
It has been really hard to change the name from Facebook Friday to Stitch Along Friday.
I know.
I think the alliteration was pretty cool, but we just didn't want to give more, what do you call it?
Credit?
Yeah. To Facebook.
Emphasis?
Like Facebook's got enough.
That's right.
Saying it over
Everybody
and over.
knows all about it.
Anyway, we also wanted to make sure that it was focused on stitching, so it's called
Yes.
Stitch Along Friday.
Yes.
Since January of this year, we've morphed.
Yes, exactly. And I think that's a good name for it.
It kind of is. Good morning, Pandora. And now I know that it's a little tough for you to read now, right?
Actually, you know what? I have a view right in between the stand and the camera. So
I know you'll laugh because on that side is a more difficult view. I can see it really clearly.
Yes.
But I couldn't see on that side, and vice versa, because the camera's right in between. Anyway, we have all these troubles.
We have these, pet peeves, let's say.
Well, I'm glad you're able to see a few people.
Yes. Yeah.
And a few comments. I don't think there's any more than Pandora.
No,
but that's
so far
okay.
that's all.
We can just keep talking.
Just Pandora, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what we do.
Yeah, we do. Keep on talking.
I've also noticed that we had a little bit of the circle going round and round when I was trying to get people. When I was trying to connect with one of my programs, and it wasn't connecting. So
maybe there's
we got a little
glitch in the cyber space.
The interweb.
Yeah, that's right.
Hello, Loretta. I'm so glad to see your comment. Hello,
Hi, Loretta.
Wanda.
Yep.
Good to see you. Aw, thank you so much, Suzanne. I'm so glad you're here. And
Jeanette, Sue, Jennifer. See, I can see that, but then it blocks that down past Jennifer.
Well, past Jennifer, there is nothing else.
Oh, good.
So,
that's good. Yeah.
On our little comments things, we can just barely see like 4 comments at one time. And sometimes they go by really fast.
Yeah, sometimes they do, yes.
So it looks like Jeanette, like you said, Jeanette is here from Illinois. Sue Donnelly, hello. And Jennifer Gowan is also here. And it also looks like there's lots and lots of people here, and they're all just getting settled in with their coffees and their teas, right? Because sometimes you can't just sit here dry.
True.
Did you have tea this morning?
No, I haven't. Oh, well, I had tea at home before I take the dogs out for a walk.
Oh, you have tea first thing.
I have tea first thing. Actually, I get up, I hop in the tub.
Oh.
I kind of lie around in the tub. I don't turn on any lights. Here in my morning routine. And so I lie in the tub, and then I go, oh yeah, I better get ready. And then usually about half-hour bath in the morning.
Unbelievable. I could never do that. I would be just like itching to get up.
No, that's my wake-up system. And then I feed the dogs, and I let the dogs out, and then I make myself tea.
And do you sing the song?
No.
When you let the dogs out?
No, let the dogs out, no. No singing in the morning.
No, that's right. Sorry. More tea.
Yeah.
Mary Widritz is here. Linda Bazarski is here. And it looks like cloudy over there. By the way, it's cloudy over here too.
Yes, it is.
We have your weather.
Yeah.
Vicki Fisher is here. Hello. And Brenda Leclerc. I'm here, Ms. Duick.
Yeah.
That's kind of cute. Thank you, Brenda. Or Ms. Leclerc.
Yeah.
Marley says, good afternoon from Brazil. I hope everything is going well there for you.
Hola.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hola. Hello, Marley. Lynn Burton is here. Pat Henke is here again. Gosh, you've become quite a regular, Pat. It's nice to see your name.
Mm-hmm.
Diane Ridsdorf is here. Hello.
Yep.
Lynn Molitor. Have you seen Lynn here before? I think a few times.
Maybe, yes. Yep.
And Carol Lemon, thank you.
Yep.
We feel good. Well, we feel passably good.
Yes. Yeah, I'm at least awake.
When she's awake, it's a lot more fun to be together. Good morning, says Karen Lark. Good morning, ladies, from Tanya. Joy Skripnik is here.
When I wake up. I agree, Tanya.
Oh, gosh. I actually have something similar, but it doesn't include the bath. Like, I have the wake up I have coffee, but it's only half calf.
Yeah.
So it's not like really strong coffee. and then I play my games, and then I get dressed right away. I walk up the hill if I can, and otherwise I make a short walk because you can always do your minimum. And then I come back, have a shower. Like everything has got to be fast for me.
Yeah, this is true. I know this. Yes.
And I thought I was fast, which is, not fast, but like I get things done more quickly. And then I met Richard, who is like 15 times faster than I am. So I always feel, in comparison, I feel kind of empathize with you.
Well, in comparison to people in my household,
Yeah.
I'm the Speedy
You're
Gonzalez.
the Speedy. Aw,
I'm the
cute.
morning person, believe it or not.
No, really?
Yeah, I am. Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think we all have our little morning routine at some point. But weekends is a completely different routine. Thank God, because otherwise it would get really boring.
True, but yes, I don't get up as early, but I am up
Yeah.
earlier than anybody else.
Karen
Yeah.
Lark gets up very early at 4:30 in the morning.
Woo!
That's because I know why. It's because you're down under, and oh no, we're
Yeah,
up
Karen-
over, and
yeah.
you're.
She's in New Zealand,
You're in
so
New Zealand.
4:30 a.m.
Aw, good for
Thank you for joining us.
Yes. Kathleen Yuntz is
Mhm.
just got home from getting her hair done for the
Oh.
first. You're kidding! For the first time
Wow.
since COVID. Wow, you must have had your shot and you're feeling better
Yeah.
about it. That's good. Susan Robinson is here. Sheila Hofer is here. Lavia too. Nancy Pretting is here. Tammy Thompson with mom-in-law for
Yeah.
a doctor's appointment. Oh, do say hi to mom. We don't know
Yeah,
mom.
no,
but
we don't.
Do say hi. Jennifer says, we enjoy seeing all the creative changes on the latest Stitch Along section. Thank you.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you.
Some of them are quite something. This morning I saw a few. One with, and sorry, I don't know who did it. I would recognize the name right away, but
Yeah.
added silk ribbon.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Mhm.
I saw
Yeah.
that too. And I think that's what you meant by changes. I thought you
Yeah.
meant the changes of the design. But
Mhm.
no, you meant all of the different
Versions
of all the different people's. I
Yeah.
do too. It's so exciting to see what comes up next.
Absolutely.
And I think everyone has a kind of a feeling that they want to be a bit consistent with
Yeah.
their
Colors.
approach and
Mhm.
colors and doing things. So, and when you don't know what's going to be in there and you're looking forward to the next section, you're kind of going, well, do I use this color? Shall I wait?
Yeah.
I've seen lots of different approaches. You're so right. It is fun. Jennifer says, oh no, we've already talked about Jennifer. Carol says, I have to smell the roses.
Yeah.
I know.
Take time to smell the roses,
Do you
Thea.
know what? There are no roses in the forest where I walk.
Yeah.
But I really do take time to smell the forest. Honestly, I am up there, and the walking is delightful. But I don't walk like Speedy Gonzalez at all. Like I don't run up the hill. Believe me, I don't think I could even if I tried. But it's the energy, and it's then going into the forest because I walk probably about a good half hour of my walk is up in the forest, and the other 40 minutes is getting there and getting back. So I find that time in the forest is what I look forward to the most. So I do that. Yeah. And later on in the afternoon, Carol, I collapse.
Yeah.
It's about 4:00, and I'm like this, and I mean, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
And yet, whatever you want to do is fine. I'm not going anywhere. Yeah. And I tend to just settle down.
Settle down, put on your comfy clothes, and that's it for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But thank you, because it's a good reminder. Donna's here. Thank you, Donna, for your email the other day, or yes, this morning. Thank you so much for allowing that. Bev says, good morning, Rebecca. Good afternoon. Okay. Yeah. Joy says, getting our COVID shots this Sunday. Yes, it will feel a bit easier. And I'm really glad to hear that so many people are still going to wear their masks and do social distancing, etc.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because it's still not, like, we're still not through the darn fourth wave. What do they call it? The sixth wave?
I don't know what they're calling this one now, but our numbers sure have increased here on the West Coast.
They have indeed.
Mm-hmm.
And Pat says she always takes a nap in the afternoon. And so do I.
Yeah.
Yeah, like literally, right? About 4 o'clock. No, sorry.
No, it's usually about
1:30,
1:30, 2 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. And then I actually have to admit, I lie on the couch with my partner. We lie down and we watch documentaries.
Oh.
And guess what happens during a documentary? No commercials, beautiful photography, and still fairly interesting, like animal things with David Attenborough, or the planets, or something fascinating, but still very peaceful. And like both of us go, have you watched any of that? When we wake up.
What were we watching?
Yeah, that's right. So actually, those shows, we keep them for the longest time because we record them. So we keep them for the
Okay,
longest
yeah,
time, because if
yeah.
they're really good sleeping ones, then we really
Put them on again.
put them on again. Oh, that's funny. Drizzly today. Hello, Juliet McDonald. It is a good day to
Yeah.
stitch. You're absolutely right.
I agree. Good day to stitch.
So true. And Gail's here and happy with this wonderful group. I'm so
Yep.
happy that we have this wonderful group too.
Absolutely. Yes.
Kind of makes our whole week meaningful.
Yes, it's something to look forward to.
Yeah.
To know, oh yay, Friday morning.
You get to
Yep.
visit.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
we're only sorry that, I'm still sorry that we can't let other people have a chance to chit chat and
Yes.
talk a little bit. But you know that we love you all individually and as a group, because
Yep.
you all have such wonderful lives. And I know that if we got to know you all like you're getting to know us over the time, we'd really all be even closer friends. I'm pretty sure of that.
Yeah.
Gail Stetler is here. Oh no, well, I already said hello to Gail. Sorry. Jillian Burst and Renee Lanza from Seattle.
Yep.
We'll
Welcome.
wave to you.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
aiming south here. So, did you see us wave?
It's like, hello, down south.
Pat's going to Hobby Lobby. Good for you. And
Yeah.
Susan's here. Beverly is here. Look at all the people here. That's lovely, eh? So, what have you got for us this week?
Well, the stitch of the week this week is black work.
It's actually,
Well, the stitch is actually double running or Holbein that
Yeah.
produces black work.
I was going to ask you a little bit about the stitch, but actually, I think you can call this more like a technique.
A technique, absolutely, rather
Right?
than the stitch.
Yeah.
That's true. And it's really old.
Like
Yes.
Hardanger is a technique.
Yes.
What else? A CC embroidery
Yeah.
it's like a
Yeah.
whole collection of different things that all make up a kind of a look,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
A kind of certain kinds of stitches will. So what stitch did we use? Did you say?
The double running or the Holbein.
Right. So double running. I don't know if any of you don't know double running, but it is confusing when you're doing it in a CC. First, I have to do a disclaimer.
Yes.
Okay.
Or black work.
Neither of us are experts at
No.
black work.
No.
Okay. There are people that know black work so well, and they
Absolutely.
do all these intricate patterns, etc. So I haven't done too much black work. I know the theory.
Yeah.
You too.
Yeah. Yes.
So the point is, with black work, like you were saying,
That's right.
one side.
The front and back should look the same.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that's not something I've managed.
I can get close, but there's usually one stitch going the wrong way. So
That's right.
yeah.
But the whole point is that it's reversible, so that it can be worn as clothes, so that when your
Yeah,
cuff is turned back, then it'll still look like lovely embroidery.
absolutely.
Anyway, the Holbein stitch, or the double running stitch, is a really interesting stitch, because you basically do. It looks like a line. It looks
Mhm.
like back stitching even.
Yes.
But instead of that, you do a running stitch, and
Yeah.
then you come back and fill in all the gaps, right?
Yes.
The gaps.
Yes.
So even though it can be like a whole long line, it's still usually over 2 fabric threads.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Like every stitch
Yes.
is still over
Yes.
2, over 2, under 2, over 2, under 2. And then backwards you do
Yeah.
the opposite.
Yeah.
So what else do you know about the
Well, it dates back to the 14th century, and actually, it was known as Spanish work as well.
Mhm.
And Catherine of Aragon brought it to England when she came to marry Henry VIII. And then,
What did she have, like clothes that had black work on?
yeah, that's right, exactly. And she did the embroidery herself. So
Oh,
It
she was an
was-
embroideress.
it was used to decorate sleeves and cuffs and all that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, she was an embroidery person. And
She was kind of an expert, wasn't she?
she was an expert at a lot of things, Catherine of Aragon. And then when Henry VIII divorced her, it became known as, instead of Spanish work, became known as black work.
Oh, right. It was called Spanish work before.
That's right.
Okay, we forgot that little
Yes.
bit.
Yes.
That was actually the clincher.
Yes, right, exactly. So that's how it became known as black work.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, the stitch called double running
Yes.
has a little bit of history too, because it's also called the Holbein
Yes.
stitch or the double running. And how it got its name, as far as I understand, in the courts of Henry VIII, there was a very famous painter called Mr. Holbein. His last name was Holbein. And I think his first name might have been Herbert or Holbein. I'm not sure. He was a German painter, and he was asked to come to the courts and paint the court personalities. Basically, he made a great living doing these portraits. And generally speaking, many of these court paintings, and particularly I think Henry VIII and some others, there were costumes which had black work on the costumes. So he became known as a court painter, and the stitch, the double running stitch, was actually named after him. I don't know how or when. It's a bit vague, this history,
Mm-hmm.
but it has a lot to do with this court painter. And actually, some of the most beautiful paintings, just so you know, of that time in England, of all of these people in the courts, those paintings are phenomenal, and they give us the kind of traditional view of, King Henry VIII's girth and things like that.
Well, exactly. And a lot of the needlework itself, black work needlework, didn't survive because the thread they used was coated with iron.
Oh, you're kidding, to make it black?
To make it black.
Oh my goodness,
and
they would have gotten iron poisoning, wouldn't they?
You would think so, but then of course it would eat away the fabric that they were using.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, so a lot of it didn't survive. But it can also not only be done in black thread, it was also done in green thread and silver and gold. And
oh, wouldn't that be gorgeous?
Yes. Yeah, silver and gold would be really nice.
And it was done in patterns and on even weave fabric and like that.
Absolutely.
Anyway, you've probably all seen some kind of black work in various different colors these days. It's still very popular, and I think there's even a group on Facebook that is all black work. Yeah, it's fascinating. So I'm just going to check and see who else is here.
Yeah.
Susan Widget McDonald is here, Beverly Fleming, Ellen. From sunny Stirling in Scotland. I don't think we can do the Scottish accent.
No, I won't even try. It'll sound really silly.
It's nice to see you. Joy Skripnik says, I really look forward to Fridays, with this get-together. We're the same. And Elaine is here.
Good morning, Elaine.
I say Elaine is here because we just saw her yesterday. Elaine works in our studio.
She does.
And we're very lucky here because we've formed our own bubble. It's a very small bubble. And all of the ladies who work with us, and there aren't that many, there's like 4, I think.
Yes.
And all of us have been together throughout this and throughout this last year, of course, before that. And at first we were a little leery, but then we decided, because we were all extremely careful, that we would continue to be able to work together without feeling like we had to do social distancing that much. Because sometimes you see Lisa and I together, and I just want you to know we really, really protect each other.
Yes.
And we're very careful. It's almost like, we're all married or something.
In a weird way.
In a weird kind of way.
I probably spend more time with you awake than I do with my husband. So.
That's right. And one of the good things is, because we all don't have children that kind of make it more difficult.
Yes.
We feel very comfortable about that, and we're all looking so forward.
Exactly.
To getting vaccines.
I'm kind of antisocial anyway, so not seeing people was not a problem for me.
You're not antisocial. You're just a slight introverted person.
Well, that's true. Okay.
You get extroverted.
Yeah.
Now and at occasional parties.
Yes.
Elaine is one of our group, and she is really a welcome newer member of our group, and we really appreciate you, Elaine. And so Jillian is waving back from Seattle. Yeah. Good. Good thing you saw. Emma Nutz is here. Tedra is here. I'm watching, listening while working from home. Isn't it nice to be able to work at home? I've been doing it for years. Tammy did one blackwork Celtic cross years ago. Definitely not reversible. It was in Greens and Chronicle.
Oh, very nice.
Sounds
Yeah.
Oh, Hans.
Yeah.
Thank you. I thought it was, I knew this, okay,
Yeah.
but I'd forgotten. Thank
Yeah.
you, Deborah. Anyway, so that is okay. I'm going to show you.
We've got a new setup here, so bear with us. And
Yeah, this is
hopefully
exciting.
it doesn't cut out.
No, it won't cut out.
Won't
But
cut out?
we're going to go to this. Okay, can you see this?
Okay.
This is a very
Yes.
exciting moment for us because we have now switched from one camera to
another
another camera.
camera.
I mean,
Yes.
really, like we are so
Tech,
on the edge of technology.
That's right, exactly. And hopefully you can see it.
So let us know, because I know it takes a little while before we hear it. See,
Yeah.
we're moving it and everything. This is our black work sample right here. So you can see the black work right there. And we wanted to do it this way because, oh good, because then it doesn't go out of focus. It's already in focus.
Exactly.
Oh,
no
Suzanne
one's
says
moving
she
it.
can see it.
Thank you, Suzanne. So the black work are
Yay!
these little
Thank you.
motifs here.
That's right. Aw, thank you, Anne. Nice to see you. And I'm so glad that we are your sunshine today. So this is great, right?
That's right.
So we can like slide this away.
Slide it away. And of course it's from BCS and it's 3-4.
Yes. And oh my goodness. Look
Yep.
at Elaine says it looks great. Donna says it's in focus.
Yay.
Okay, we're going to try and keep it in focus. I keep looking at the camera, but they're not looking at us.
I know, exactly. So I'm just going to move this out of the way and then we're going to bring in.
We're going to slide it in, right?
I'm going to slide it in. Hopefully I just need to find where it is, right there.
Okay, this is now starting to focus, unfocus, to focus, unfocus. So we're going to have to do a little bit of adjustment. I'm going to try and do this, see if it works. Okay, so there is the black work. And now I'm going to put it down. Oh, no, slower. Okay, one more time, okay? Thank you for bearing with us. There, it's going down, down, down.
And
is it in focus?
I think it might clear up. And so the black work is right here.
Exactly. You know what? I'm going to just move the camera down a little bit.
Move the camera, okay.
So that it's a little bit closer.
Uh-huh.
And see what happens. I'm going to move this too. And just see if that actually functions. Oh, it's doing its funny little thing again.
It's trying to.
I know. So it's not a complete success yet, but it will be. Let me see if I can find something that will.
It's coming.
Yeah, it's not though. That's the thing. It looks like it's going to, but then it doesn't. See, there we go. And you can see this more easily. So let's see if we can keep it in focus.
No, still
No,
doing that.
it's still doing it.
Yeah.
And you know, you're right, Anne. The focus needs time to adjust, but it'll keep doing this for a long time. So we're going to have to get a different camera.
Yes.
But the idea
works. But anyways, I'm just going to slide this down this way so you can see the whole thing.
Thank you.
Because this is the rose arbor.
Somebody said a solid colored background. So I'm going to take this away and see if that works. Let's see if that works, Elaine. No, you made okay. So it's not trying to fight with the background. Those are good suggestions, you guys.
Yeah.
Because we did have it so that it worked, and then it didn't. So is it working now?
It kind of looks a little. Let's see if I keep on. It's a little fuzzy.
It still is a little fuzzy, isn't it? Yeah. So if you don't mind picking it up again.
I will.
And then we can slide this thing underneath and see if this.
That's right. This has a needle in it somewhere too. I
guess we better be careful. I'm going to bring us back to
right there.
I'm going to bring us back to us for a minute.
Okay.
Because I want to bring us back because we are fiddling around with the camera, and you know, you guys didn't come here to watch us fiddle.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, it is good insofar as it's showing what we want to show.
Yes.
And I also think that what we probably need to do is set up the camera beforehand and then focus it nicely and then show it.
Right.
So I'm just going to go a little closer.
That's a good idea.
I don't think I can go any closer than this. So then we'll see how this works.
Yeah.
We'll do one more test, okay, you guys? Thank you for hanging in. I'm just going to go here. Oh, look at that. Now that works.
That's not too bad. Rather than moving it over and placing it.
Yeah.
So
I think we can slide it now.
If we can slide it,
The other way around. So if we slide it now, you can probably hear us sliding it.
Sliding it, true.
But it's a lot closer now.
Yeah.
And then do the panning.
No. Pat says she likes it better without the floral background.
That could be, but we don't actually have a good sliding thing without the
the cloth.
Without the cloth for now, so we're just going to leave it there. Norma, you didn't miss too much. Thank you, Mary Woodwitz. It's good. It's good. Yeah. Okay, so that works.
That works.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is take it off like this, and then we're here. We're back.
Here. We're back.
And then we'll put this next one on.
Exactly.
Where did you find another black work?
I did. It's right here.
So why don't we start at the very top?
We will. Okay.
Yes,
Put
exactly.
It like there, and then.
Okay. So let's start at the very top and do that much at least. And then see how that works.
Okay.
And you can do all the moving if you want.
I can do all the moving?
Oh, yes, by all means. Okay, you guys, we're going to start again one more time.
Yep.
And this, we're going to look for the black work in an alphabet sampler.
Yes.
I think it's B is for bride, right?
It is.
And it's working.
It is. So as long as I don't move it too far out of the way.
I think if we just
move it
go
up
down,
like this.
there we go. And if you
There
look here, you can see it
Yep.
too. That's looking great. So are we at the black work yet? I think we are.
Right there.
Look at this. We're so professional now.
We are. There's the black work right there, and it's done in two colors.
Mhm.
There's the blue and then the over dyed right there.
We could do a podcast.
We could.
That's a totally different subject.
That's a different thing altogether.
But then we couldn't show anybody anything.
No,
so.
that's true.
And
So
that is B is for bride,
B
right?
is for bride. It's got lots of B stitches in it.
Stitches that are start with the letter B, basically. Yes. The really fun thing about the alphabet sampler is we have so many of them.
Yes.
And I have a big announcement. We're going to have them all on sale. Here, I'm going to move over the camera one more time because, we're going to be on now.
We're going to be on? Okay.
Yes.
So I should smile then?
Yes, we're professional. Mary said we're professional, so we are. Anyway, also what we wanted to do is not just show you this, but also move the camera that we're talking on over there because Lisa has a big treat for you.
Yes.
Don't you?
You want me to do it now?
What do you think?
Sure.
I think it's pretty exciting to see the entire alphabet sampler series in one piece of fabric.
One piece? Okay.
Because all the leaflets that are after A will say, oh, if you want to put this all in one piece of fabric, just do this, this, and this. And of course, some time ago, we actually showed the entire piece. Lisa's just going to start holding it up in a minute. And then I'm going to pan the camera over there, hopefully. But it'll be the different camera, okay? Because I can't take away this camera. This is how you get professional. You have to practice. And thank you very much for putting up with us. So this now, let's see. No, not this one. This now is the empty part. And I'm going to move this over so that we get to see a little bit more of our room. There's me, a little bit of me. And then I'm going to move it over so that we get to see a little bit more, and see if we can, oh, there she is.
There we go.
Okay, this is actually pretty good.
You're
probably going to have to put it down a little bit.
Come closer?
Yeah.
Oh, I can put it down here.
Put it down so you can see the entire thing first. And then, yes, please show the top, bottom, middle, top, bottom.
So there's the top. And then it goes on.
If you move a little closer,
yeah,
they can probably see a lot better. And you're going to start at the top again if you don't mind. Because what we've got here is we have Lisa. You bend down, you can see yourself in the
exactly.
In there.
I'm going to move over this way.
If you bend down, say
bend
hello.
Down. Hello.
There we go. So
instead of being the headless.
Correct.
Yeah.
We got A over here. and B and C and just like that all the way through.
Exactly.
And what I'd love to show is just how amazing they look all together, because now they've got some detail.
Yes.
That's as close as I think we should get to get that detail.
Exactly.
Is
And
that
so,
amazing?
Now I'm gonna lift it up.
Yeah, you can't get the entire width in,
No.
but you can sort of move it side by side.
Exactly.
And then I guess you're gonna have to unfold. Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna have to do it this way. Sorry.
That's okay. Move it over to the left a little bit, or is it the right? I can't remember whether it's the left or the right.
Let me just straighten this out because it's now all bunched up. So let me
we can't have that.
No. Let's see if I can do it this way.
This is good.
Okay.
There. Now you can see the whole thing even.
So that we're about halfway there. And now we're gonna get to the bottom row. There we go.
I love that bottom with the little witch in the bottom.
Me too.
It really does a pow.
Mm-hmm.
And where do you have this hanging at home?
I have it hanging on my sewing room door.
And if it fits on a door really well.
It does.
So many people are so impressed, Lisa. If you wouldn't mind showing the whole thing one more time, just while you're there maneuvering around.
Trying to get it to hang straight because, slipped off the hardware.
It's not easy for us to see everything.
Okay.
We know that, but as you can see, that makes you really, really look good.
Yeah.
Wow. Honestly, everybody is thrilled.
So it's quite the piece.
It is. And the big surprise is this weekend we have all the alphabet samplers on sale. And it was like, I thought, well, maybe wouldn't it be nice to show Lisa's alphabet sampler wall hanging? And then I thought, well, maybe if you guys like it all. So that's actually going to be on sale today. Isn't that fun?
Good.
Oh, and by the way, people are saying the back looks as good as the front.
No.
And that's true.
Okay. I'll show you the back. Here's the back. I don't know if it necessarily looks as good, but you know.
It does.
I like to keep things neat.
Oh, does she ever? She is so good at that. So now I'm just going to be back here because Lisa's going to put away her beautiful wall hanging for a minute. I am so thrilled that we get to see her efforts. And don't forget, I was doing them separately so that they would fit onto one leaflet because there's so much in each of these alphabet samplers has so many stitches and so many different motifs and things. So what I found is that I really loved doing them all, but I couldn't do them all in one piece. But we started suggesting it to people that we could put it all in one piece. And that's when Lisa started to, I think it was about 2 months later, or maybe 4 months later, when you decided, oh my goodness, I think we're going to do them all, I'm going to do them all in one piece, right?
I can't remember how, sorry, I've broken the camera.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
That's okay, sweetie. We don't need that camera anymore.
Don't need the camera
anymore?
anymore?
No, you can just put it away.
Okay.
Because it actually gets a little confusing for you to have to deal with that while we're in the middle of this, and that's no fun. But anyway, then she got this great big piece of linen. I think you ordered it, right?
I think we had the linen here.
Oh, we
so
did?
we had a couple of yards of it. So I can't remember how long it was, like 40 inches or...
That's right.
I think it's quite 24 wide by quite a...
Yes.
Yeah.
So you had the linen all ready because we had it here. And that linen was kind of a
it's the platinum.
Linen. It's the platinum linen. We had quite a bit of it. So somebody says, is there a sheet that helps us with the layout? And actually, I think there's a layout sheet in every single leaflet except for A.
Yes, yeah. I can't remember if we even put it in B. We might have started doing it when we got down to G or something like that. So
that late?
Yeah.
We don't have the
we
leaflets
don't
here.
have a leaflet here. So.
They are available, and the problem is, of course, that if you just start with A, you're going to want to know this big piece of fabric. So we should have put it in that one.
We should have. I don't think it is in A. So
but that might be something we can put online.
It could be.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We can take out some of the measurements at least, and we can put that information online. In fact, they may be online, are they?
Sorry. Right. Yeah.
Somebody
Could
go
be.
and have a look at our alphabet samplers, because we do have the information that you need to be able to buy the linen, big enough linen, and then there is, of course, a layout. Of course, there is, and there's even dividing bands.
Yes.
What did you do as dividing bands?
I did hem stitching.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you basically did this hem stitching between every single alphabet,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
It's similar hem stitching.
Very similar. Yes. I could grab it again. I can't quite remember. The outside is definitely finished, like the outside of that.
Is it? Yeah, yeah. Okay, the very outside.
Mhm.
It is just beautiful, Norma, and it looks to me like somebody. Oh yes, so several people would really like to have not just the layout, but also how much in between to make it work.
I
So
think
that they can
it's
do
all
like,
that in one of the leaflets.
so we just take it out. We don't need it all out,
Yeah.
but we can take it out and put it into online as far as a layout is concerned. We can do a PDF. You can just
True. But if you're doing all the alphabet as the wall hanging, you're gonna have all the leaflets anyway. So
There's a thought.
yeah, it's all in the leaflets.
Oh, well, then of course, it's all in most of these.
Yes.
Just not in A by itself.
Yes.
So we're going to have to find out. Would you mind going to see?
I'll go.
She's going to go because she's so sweet and I can't get out on this side. Besides, I'm in control. I love that part. Anyway, she's just going to check and see if it's maybe in C or D or something like that. Is there a sheet that helps us with a layout if we want to do the same? It would be even fun to spell out a name. That is something really nice idea. I love the idea of using, for instance, my name would be then Thea, Thea, and those are 4 samplers for my name, and you can put them all on one piece of fabric. Absolutely.
It is in A.
It is in A, and
Yeah.
here I am thinking it wasn't in A.
Yeah.
So we show it?
Yeah.
Okay, so here you go. There is the thank you very much, Lisa. There it is in A, and it's got all the information as to how to, there we go, as to how to get it prepared, and the information about the measurements. What else is in here? How many threads in between? Does it have that?
I think so.
Yeah, so it's got cut 24 by 57 high for finishing as a bell pull, which you did. And you would cut 26 by 60 inches high for framing. So you'd need at least 60 inches length.
Yeah.
And then you definitely do your basting. You really need to prepare your
On this
fabric.
one, you need to baste. Yes.
You need to baste so that you know where all of your pieces are going to come, so that you don't get confused in the middle of it.
Yes.
And then how did you handle the fabric? Like,
I bought a special frame.
I kind of knew that, but it is important if you want to put it on something rather than just holding it in your hand.
Yeah.
So your frame was like, how wide was it? Do you remember?
Oh, I got special bars for it too. So I think they were 26-inch long bars, roller bars.
So,
And then the side bars, I think I got 16-inch.
Nice and tall.
Yeah.
And so the thing about that is that you have this big wide area to work on, so that you can kind of attach the beads gently as you go along, or you can wait till the very end and attach the beads and things then, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I also remember you saying that you had it on a floor frame as opposed to a lap frame.
Yes,
that would be huge.
Definitely. I bought a special frame just for the alphabet wall hanging.
And having a floor frame can be really useful for other things as well, like needlepoint things.
Yes.
In fact, I have a footstool I really, really want to finish again.
Oh, okay.
I've still got my floor frame, thank God, because I can get some canvas
Yes.
and just, do another one, because that little footstool is precious. And it's worn out for where my feet been. Anyway, so I hope that helps, and it's kind of fun to see how much work goes in there and how much love, and I think that Norma had it right, how much love went into it.
Yes.
You stitched the heck out of that wall hanging.
I tried to keep up with you. I think I was usually one sampler behind.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And that, of course, when you're doing it very carefully like Lisa, it looks so nice compared to the ones that I did. Because I was, of course, designing, thinking, taking out, putting in. So my stitching, which is never as nice as Lisa's because I don't take the time, I'm always in a hurry. Um, as soon as my stitching, like you'll see the pictures on the front of each leaflet are mine, like my stitching. And then if you see Lisa's, it's just perfect.
Yeah.
Just gorgeous. I'm just so thrilled with being able to see it. Tammy says, I can't remember for sure, but I think the interior borders were four-sided stitch. I'll need to did mine out of storage. Oh, get yours and
Yeah,
dig yours out
I'll
of
have a
storage.
look and I can tell you what hem stitching is done there.
And Anne says, thank you, Lisa, for checking all that out for us. And I agree with you. Lisa's a sweetheart for getting out there and enjoying showing off the whole 24 patterns do form one lovely rectangle. And you can do the names, which is Sylvie says, I love that idea.
And
Yes.
sorry, Tammy is right. It was four-sided for the hem stitching part in between the samplers.
Oh, good. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Tammy says, had my hubby make 16-inch long scroll frame for the alphabet sampler, and I used a table stand for it. Okay, good for you, because that's, still pretty big. Thank you all for your enthusiasm
Thanks,
and your
Mary.
compliments.
Yes.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to show off something that it took so long. How long did it take?
Well, if I kept up with you, it was probably a couple of years we were working on that.
Mm-hmm.
And then it took a little bit to do all the hem stitching.
Yes, I think that took another year.
Well, I maybe not quite that long,
I'm
but
just
it
kidding.
did take, I'm thinking 6 months anyways to do that.
Yep. I think the idea of doing someone's name or someone's initials even, or spelling out the name of the town they live in, or that that they share together, a wonderful thing like maybe family could be done. So you have an idea. Okay, I want to do the word family or the word anniversary. That's going to take a while, but it can be done.
Absolutely.
I also love the fact that all the stitches in there literally cover more than any other dictionary of stitches that you can do. So if you've done the alphabet samplers, if you've done all 24 of them, you'll be really surprised to see how many stitches you've actually learned.
Absolutely. And the other thing that while you're stitching them is the same stitch can have more than one name.
Exactly. Yes, and that's fun. We put all that in there as much as we could in there.
Definitely.
Absolutely. And Barbara Ludemirska's here. Hello.
Hello.
Barbara, you're going to have to look back because Lisa's just shown her alphabet sampler wall hanging where she did all 24 alphabet samplers on one piece of fabric. So do go back and have a look at that in the replay. And everyone is enjoying the ideas as well. It's so exciting.
Yep.
So what else is new besides all of that? Did you have a good weekend or week rather?
Yes, actually it's flown by. My weekend was Easter weekend was good, and the week hard to believe it's Friday already.
I know. 4-day weeks are
4-day weeks flew right by.
I know. I usually have that one day in the middle where I'm thinking, oh good, I have lots of time still to do all the projects. It doesn't happen in a 4-day week.
Nope, it does not.
But that 4-day weekend was such a treat for us.
It was a treat. Yes, absolutely. And the weather was nice. So got some sunshine in. So
yes, and we're all very lucky here as far as our weather is concerned. Things are opening up for us. I don't know. I have a feeling by now you're all starting to see signs of spring in the Northern Hemisphere. And those of you in New Zealand and Australia, I hope that things are cooling down for you from a hot summer. We think of you often because not that you're using this or that you are experiencing the same seasons, but we also really understand how it feels to be in our summer when we're actually in our winter and you're in your summer.
Yes.
So we do empathize, and I actually personally do think of you very often. It's just difficult to relate sometimes to our freezing weather when you guys are saying, oh, it's just difficult. We've had to put on our air conditioner. It's 35 degrees centigrade out today. So, we're going to the beach.
Yes.
That's all we want to do.
In December.
Anyway. Look at all of the compliments you've got.
Thank you.
Right? It's nice to have those compliments. We really appreciate them. And having compliments, speaking of compliments, we did touch on it earlier that we saw some new stitch alongs come along,
Yes. Yes.
and so many are finishing January even.
Yeah.
You know, they're just starting
Yeah.
January, and then February, and then February, March. What I would love to see is if you have any pictures showing just the top three
Mm-hmm.
of your, if
Mm-hmm.
you've done three, just to show the top three in a kind of like a picture that goes sideways. So not a picture that's straight on like this, but if your camera or your phone can be sideways and you fill your camera screen with those top three, because that way, and hold your cameras really steady so I get some really clear pictures of the top three, because then I can kind of circulate the pictures at the top of the Facebook group, and there will be more people that will have their pieces really, you know, celebrated, because you've done an amazing job, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Absolutely.
people are using their houses as models.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The color choices are awesome. It's just really fun to see
Exactly.
everybody's interpretation.
It is.
Yes.
And so
Yeah.
try not to take it far away. Try to fill the screen, the viewfinder, with just those three and have it sort of hanging up like that. Because if you want to, I mean, obviously you don't have to, but if you would give us some of those pictures, we can really have fun with them. And if they're not too kind of wrinkled or, you know, set on an angle so that we can't really put that up, it would be wonderful to see them. And that way, it can also maybe make an album on our chat group, because we want to see the three together. Okay? Okay,
Yep.
good. It was a request, that's all. You don't have to do any of those things, but it would be fun.
Yeah, it would be. I was just reading Karen's still 23 in Auckland, New Zealand.
Oh, but you have autumn starting.
Yeah.
Somehow I never think of New Zealand and Australia having autumn or
Yeah.
winter.
Well, New Zealand probably would in the southernmost island
Mhm.
because they're closer to Antarctica. But Auckland, I think, is in this North Island.
Yeah. Yeah, I landed there
Yeah.
once with an airplane,
Yeah.
and I never got off the airport, so I never saw
Yeah.
anything.
Saw the city itself.
But it was
Yeah.
really fun to be in
Mhm.
the Auckland airport. I know this
Yeah.
is stupid,
Yeah.
maybe, but because I had to wait there so that I could go on the next leg, I was sitting in a lounge that was probably meant for like 1,000 people, and I think I was the only one there.
Oh.
Or maybe two of us, I don't know. But where I was, I just parked myself. I lay on a couch,
Oh.
and there was like showers. You could have showers in that
okay.
lounge.
Yeah.
Oh, and they had food. I mean, it was unbelievably luxurious. And I thought, okay, I could stay here for a couple of days.
That's right. Yeah.
Especially after the long flight from Los Angeles. It's it's long.
It's
flying.
a long, yeah.
I'm really
journey.
grateful to have the airlines really take care of their customers, and I think they know why, because everybody that goes or comes from New Zealand and Australia, if they're going somewhere, coming from somewhere, it's a long flight. Doesn't matter where you've come from.
Yeah.
So it's really appreciated to be treated so nicely.
Yes. Yeah.
And the New Zealand airline, I think it's called Air New Zealand or something. The people were so funny.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, I'm drifting off.
Yeah.
Well, that's good that you're getting autumn. So the other thing is that last week we had a bit of a sale, which was really fun.
Yes, definitely.
I'm just trying to think what else has been happening, because my brain is like going a miles an hour, but I can't really remember. Oh, I've been working on the camera setup for this very thing.
Yes.
And we're creating some videos of our designs, and we're
Yeah.
hoping to have those up on our website at some point, or in our YouTube channel. Don't forget our YouTube channel, just so you know.
Yes. Lots of stitches on the YouTube channel.
There really are.
And the blackwork video will be
up.
there.
Mhm.
It's very short and, you know.
A little confusing maybe, but that's okay. Bye, Brenda Lifflyer. Yes, North Island, but winter can get to 2 or 3 degrees.
Wow.
Karen says she can be funny.
Yeah.
Or they can be funny. But I was thinking of something. What was I talking about?
What you did this week.
Oh, yes. No, the stitches on our YouTube channel.
Yes.
I found out when you click on the stitches when you click on our YouTube channel I call it click on.
Yeah.
You believe it?
When you
Okay.
go to
our
when you
website.
tune in.
Do it on a desktop if you can, or something that gives you a desktop version, because the mobile version is truncated, and I don't know where to find all of these things
Yes,
there.
you can't see all the
It's
items.
not easy.
Yeah.
So anyway, find all the stitches, and we call it the Stitch Dictionary.
Mhm.
Just so you know, it's called a playlist, and it's a Stitch Dictionary playlist. It says view more. When you look at the Stitch Dictionary, beside it, I think it'll say view more. Well, then you get all of the stitches, and I think
Mhm.
there's something like 41 stitches there now. Only about 35 are visible
At one time.
right now, because they're all lined up for the next few
Absolutely.
weeks. So do have a quick peek at those stitches, because they are actually beginning to seem like almost our entire Stitch Dictionary.
Mhm.
Not as much as we have in these alphabets, though.
No,
These
We-
alphabets,
never did the videos for the alphabets.
wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, would. Okay,
Oh,
add
boy.
that to the list.
We always have something new that we have to. Well, we can be funny too, but at this time we're going to have to sign off.
Absolutely, yes.
We don't have a lot of stuff to talk about today.
Yeah.
But we do have a real gratitude for all of you who have come and said hello to us
Yeah.
today. And we actually have a number of things that we both have to get to
Mhm.
still, and one of them is going to be uploading the
Yep.
next part of the Stitch Along. Yay! Are you excited?
Oh, drum roll.
You don't sound very excited at all. You're not stitching this, that's why.
No, I'm not.
She's
But
not even stitching
I
it.
will eventually.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, you will?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Probably.
Maybe. Okay, well, we do hope that you enjoy this next piece. And I would have put this underneath the previous camera, but that's okay.
I
This
broke
is what
it.
we're used to. So this is the next little version. There's a bottom, there's a top, and there's a few more little tulips over on the side. And by the way, there's a little white thing there. You don't see it on yours when you download it. Don't worry. It was a mistake on my part. And I hope that you enjoy stitching a little bit more of April. April is full of joy and happiness, and you'll see in the next coming weeks, there's 2 more versions after this
Yes.
one, and you'll see what the subject is and how I try to make it so that it's suitable for April.
Yes.
I hope that you enjoy it. Love the flowers, says Jennifer Davis. Thank you. It's wonderful that you all came. I'm so glad to see you all. Thank you so much. We go by and we look at all the comments after we're done, and we just
Yeah.
isn't that nice? Oh. So thanks again. All of you stay safe, and hopefully cross our fingers that many, many, many people continue to do what we all need to do in order to protect us all.
Yes.
And we know that you guys are taking very good care of yourselves. So if you've got your vaccine, yay! And we're just crossing our fingers as to when we get ours.
Yours is coming up pretty soon. Lucky
but
you.
That's because I'm old. And
Older, not old.
Thank you both. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Isn't that sweet? Pandora says, we appreciate all the hard work you both put into the designs and the finished work.
Thank you.
Yes, we do like to have a little stroke once in a while. Thanks, Jillian Burst and Anne. Thank you for coming. And we're going to say goodbye, I think, right? And end the video.
It's time to get on with the day.
Yes.
Till next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a good weekend. And don't forget the sale.
Yes.